Hi, hi. Right then, welcome to another Wheels and Stuff video. Today we're going to do some baking, random, but there you go. We're going to make some Millie's cookies. I actually downloaded the recipe. I'll put a link in the description below. So what we got is, well, we've doubled the recipe, so we've got two and twice everything in the ingredients list. So I'm just going to tell you what we've got. We've got 250 grams of unsalted butter in that pile there. We've got 230 grams of soft brown sugar, white caster sugar, that's 220 grams, 2 eggs, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, self-raising flour, so there's 440 grams of self-raising flour, a teaspoon of salt, and 400 grams of chocolate chips, which is not on the table at the moment. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to get the soft brown sugar and the caster sugar, and we're going to put that in the mixer. And the soft brown sugar. And now what we're going to do is get the butter, and we're going to dump that into the bowl too. I think what we're going to have to do is separate the butter a little bit with a butter knife. Just get a butter knife and just separate that, because we're going to have to whisk that until it's kind of light and fluffy and a lot paler than it looks at the moment. Right, that'll do. Now drop this down into that. I think if we heat this up a little bit to help the butter, there we go. Then put it on the just let that mix. Maybe put that temperature up, put the speed up a bit. So just let that mix for a bit, and then I think the eggs are going to go in once that's mixed a little bit. Open that flap so you can have a look. I think what we're going to have to do is get the spatula and pull some of those. Get that spatula. That's it. Now, just lift that up. Just get the spatula and pull that off the sides into the middle. That, what you can hear is the heater underneath the bowl, just warming up the ingredients a little bit, just so that softens the butter, a bit easier to mix. Just trying to do this video and the spatula in at the same time. Now put that back down again and start that. increase that speed to 5. It's getting a bit creamier. Just gonna get the sides back off again. Right, now spatula. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort this out, get the sides off, and then basically just keep it mixing until it kind of goes light and fluffy. Right, so that's been mixing now for about 10 minutes. So it's about ready now. I'm just going to turn it off, and we're going to put, well, we can get all that stuff off the sides first. And then what we've done is we've got the vanilla in with the eggs. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab the eggs and we're going to put those in the mixture. And we're going to give that a whisk. Just going to put that on number 4 till it kind of mixes a bit. And then increase the speed. What we're going to do is basically let that mix. It's probably going to get a little bit paler, and we'll just basically take it off the sides and then mix it up again a little bit. What we're going to do, this is a recipe. Millie's cookies. I don't know if you want to pause the screen. I'll try and find the website I got it off. And you could save it or print a copy for yourselves. We're going to use an ice cream scoop to scoop the mixture onto the trays, and these are the chocolate chips we're going to be mixing in there. Right, now, stop that. Get the stuff off the sides. And then we're going to put a bit of the flour in there and then mix that slowly. I'll do, just wipe that on there. Whisk. I'm just going to put about probably half the mixture into the half the flour into the mixture slowly. That'll do. And pop that in there. Just make sure your speed is on absolute minimum to start with. What you don't want, I've done it before a few times, is just press start and it's on like a high speed and the flour just goes everywhere. Right, increase the speed a little bit. So that's on 1 at the moment. I'm just going to let that mix a little bit. Put it on 2, 3. You don't want to over mix it with the flour in. So now just reduce the speed again to 1 to minimum. Stop, and then add some more flour. Probably be fine with all of it in there. Actually. Yeah. So that should be still on 1 minimum even, and hit start. Put it on 1. Let's increase the speed now. Now the flour's mixed in, just probably gradually increase the speed. Can't do. Stop it. Get some of that stuff off the sides again. Should now be like a thick, doughy kind of mixture. Get it right off the sides. Let's get that off there. And put the mixture off there again. And just put that in. Turn it on one more time. It's on 4 still. That will do. No, what I'm going to do is just going to get this whisk attachment out of there and try and get these bits off. That's it. What we need to the whisk, so that could just go in the sink. Just going to grab the wooden spoon, grab this bowl and on the table. What we're going to do now is we're going to mix all the. Right, what we're going to do now is we're going to get the chocolate chips. I've got one bag in there already. So we're going to put 4 bags in, so that's 400 grams. And then we're going to give it a stir with a wooden spoon. Give it a good mix. So that's mixed up with 4 bags of chocolate chips. We could use chocolate chunks if you want to use chocolate chunks. We've got this, like, we've got a set of 3 of these. So this one's like the medium ice cream scoop. These are just normal kind of baking sheets. So just kind of get a scoop of that. And then drop it kind of there. You don't want too much in there either because they kind of flatten out and spread. And then you've got the 3, and then you put 9 there, basically 3 rows of 3, and then they go in the oven. Right, so we've got some cookies in the oven. I've got some in a tray here waiting. I've had these in for about 4 minutes now, I think, something like that. I think they're supposed to be in for about 7 minutes, or maybe longer, maybe a little bit longer. You don't want to keep them in too long though, because they'll go too brown and they won't be as chewy as they should be. So you can, I don't know if you can see, it's kind of going light brown on the edges. So yeah, we've got the 2 trays. I think the other tray is going to have to kind of bridge the gap between, because I haven't got another metal grill there. So that's what now, 6, nearly 7 minutes. So yeah, give it a couple of minutes. Right, so these are the almost the end of the cookies actually. There's not that much left in the bowl. These are cooling. That one over there is cooling. So how long has it been there? It's been in there, so it was 3.5 minutes. So another 3.5 minutes, and then chicken. So these are the last ones in. Got those gloves. So I'm going to take these out, put them on the side to cool down a bit, and chuck that by the sink. So these are the ones that had come out earlier. I've already tasted them and they taste quite nice, so I think that's a success. So I think what we're going to do now is we're just going to wait for the rest of them to cool down and then basically put them in a box, if there's any left to put in a box in the next 20 minutes. And that's it. If you have a look down in the description, I'll put a link in there for the place where I got the recipe from. Yeah, so if you enjoyed the video, click like, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next video.